friends, it's Deb. I am doing the March update for the Enjoy Your Eyeshadows project pan. This was created by myself just because this year I needed to do something different in the way that I was using eyeshadows. I'm tired of feeling pressured to use just certain things, you know, if it's in a project for 10 uses or no pan left behind or whatever it is. And this year I just needed complete freedom to use whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted. So the social media hashtag is EYES 2023. EYES is Enjoy Your Eyeshadow. Eyes. It's witty, okay? Just kidding. It's year-long. It starts on the 4th of January this year, ends on the 31st of December, so just a few days short of a year, but it's a year-long project. Updates on the 4th, and when I first decided to do this, I sent out a thing to the friend group, and Danny, Jen, and Kim said, absolutely, we would love to do this with you. And since then, we have had a bunch of other really amazing people join in with us, and I will have everybody listed in the description box. And the rules are basically, there are no rules. You can use your eyeshadows however you want to. All I ask is that when you do your updates, you tell us your peak and your pit. What was your favorite palette, color, formula, whatever, and what was your least favorite? What was your pit? And I am really crappy about doing swatches and videos, but I think what I'm going to do is swatch out the colors that I used for each look. I will also I did take pictures this time. I asked last time if that was something that you would be interested in seeing, and people said yes, so I found a way to do it, I think. So here's the first look. Oh, and before I forget to mention, there are so many great panning projects for eyeshadows, and I just want to give credit to a few of those really quick. There is Pan That Palette by Amber F, Project Level Up by Sophie Alexandra, No Pan Left Behind, we still don't know who created that one, Pan in Every Palette from Lady Pans a Lot, Pan Those Eyeshadows from Alexi, and Palette Love from J Loves Makeup. So this project, again, is just a way to use whatever you want, however you want. You can incorporate any of those other projects that I just mentioned in here, but you don't have to commit to doing those for a full year. You can change how you want to use your eyeshadows every day, every week, every month. So yeah, okay. So the first look that I did, purple, but I will have you know I did not use my Menagerie palette for this look. But I feel like I used every other purple palette I had because I didn't know what I was doing. So here's the color story that I had. And the colors are nice. They're just, it wasn't my Menagerie palette. But on my brow bone, I always just set it with my Norvina, the lid setting shade. In my crease, I used from the Too Faced, the little That's My Jam palette. I used just this little light purple right here, and that's swatched out right here. And then on the outer corner for dark purple, I used this Be Perfect West Waters palette. I used the dark purple right here, and that's this one right here. Then I went into the Scooby-Doo, what is it, the Creeps and Crawls palette for the shimmer. And I used this dark purple here on the outer part of the lid. The inner part of my lid, I used Terra Moon's Purple Clouds. It's this one here. And then in the middle of the lid, I used UFO. This is UFO. This is Purple Clouds. And then, oh, my inner corner was just my Rare Beauty highlighter. I'll swatch that because it's right here. So this look was pretty and I really liked it. There's the Rare Beauty highlight right here. It was just different trying to recreate a look that I really enjoy without using the palette that I normally make this purple look with. So yeah, it was fun. It's always weird when you reach for so many palettes when you know you have that same look in one palette. But yeah, I really enjoyed this look, and I would probably do it again. The next look that I did was a blue look. I again used the Norvina Brow Bone Setting shade. Then I went into the BH Blueberry Muffin palette and I used these 3 shades here for the crease and the outer corner. So it would be this one here, and this one here. Then on the middle of my lid, I went in and grabbed Terra Moon's, the Orion's Belt, put that on the middle of my lid, and my inner corner is Baubles from Glaminatrix. So this is the Terra Moon shade here. This is Baubles here. And then I put a little bit of Ice Dream on the middle of that too. And then in my waterline, I have the Urban Decay liner in Lunar Landing. So that is how we got this blue look. The third look that I did was a green look, and I used a palette that I was gifted for Christmas from Danny, and I have thoughts on this situation. So for my brow bone setting shade, I used the Norvina color that I always use, and then the palette that I chose was the Gimme Glow Juicy Olive, and these are all of the 6 shades here, these 4, and then these 2 here. And then this here is the Sydney Grace Single in Tempest. So these 2 colors are identical to me. I don't know why in a 6-pan palette you have both of those colors in here. Maybe that's a mistake, but I don't know. Like, that's wild to me. That is such a waste of space in this palette. The look was nice, but you can tell that it creased off. It didn't wear well. This did not wear well on me. And I did the same priming, everything that I normally do. So yeah, just some frustration with this one. I love greens. I love dirty greens. But if I was going to do an all green look again, I would pull for the BH Pistachio palette 100 times over this one. It's wild. It's really freaking wild. Okay, but anyway, those are the swatches again. Stunning, stunning colors. Yeah, okay, anyway, that was look number 3. The next look I did for a very specific purpose. I have had an online friend for 10 years, and we met in a Seahawks group, and he was in my town for a work conference, and we were meeting for dinner. So it was the first time we were meeting in person, so I decided to do a Seahawks colored look, which Seahawks colors are navy blue and like a really vibrant lime green. So I started out with Norvina on my brow bone, and then I went into the Club Nebula palette, and I used the navy blue and the lime green from here. Then I went into the Hello palette, and I grabbed this shimmery green from here to put on the inner corner. Then I grabbed the Terra Moon single, the blue and Orion's Belt, and I tapped that over the center. And then I took Ice Dream and I took that all over the entire inner corner over the green and up over probably 2/3 of my lid. So this was the color story that I was working with. And you can compare this to how it actually looks on the lid. The look was really pretty. I wish that I would have done different lashes. The lashes kind of ruined the whole look for me because the eye look was so pretty with the blues and the greens, and then the lashes were just kind of, they were just duds. So that was my bad, and you learn. The 5th look that I created was like a pinky peach, I don't know, just kind of spring inspired, I guess. This was the color story for that one. I decided I would stop swatching my Norvina brow bone shade. You can't see it anyway, and I don't want to waste it. But I dipped into the Mimosa palette for these 2 shades right here, the 2 lightest ones. And then and this one right here. And then this darkest pink I got out of the Menagerie Sugar High palette. And then this here is the Fruit Lighter from Cleona in Tropico. So I took the two lightest shades as my crease. I deepened it up with this one, used this darker shimmer on the outer corner, put some of this lighterish one on the middle, and then put the Tropico on my inner corner and up onto my lid. And then I lightly tapped out probably the first half of my lid with some Ice Dream, and that is how that look came about, and I really enjoyed it. Sometimes when they're swatched out like this, the color stories don't really look that impressive, but yeah. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing. I just wanted to grab a bunch of stuff and play, and so I did. But yeah, so out of here, I used this shade here, and then this one up here. And then from Sugar High, I used the bright pink one right here. So yeah. Was it my best work? No, but it also was definitely not my worst. And then the last look is actually the one from today. So I have the Norvina, the brow bone shade, and then I have this like gray tone purple here called Soul, and that is the first crease color. It's this kind of gray purple here. And then I brought out Flight Club because I had to, okay? And in Flight Club, I always mix Wingin' It and a Little Baddie. I mix these two for my crease. And then in the outer corner, I do Mega Bat, like the outer half. And then the inner half, I use Fruity Feast, this one here. And then I use Terra Moons. I just drew a blank. Which one is this? Which one is it? UFO. I use Terra Moon's UFO on the middle part of my lid, and then I use Purple Clouds on the inner part of my lid, and then on my inner corner I used Pitaya, and I just felt like there wasn't enough sparkle yet, so I topped my whole thing with Ice Dream. A lot happened in this look today, but I really like how it turned out. Purple is just the color of my soul, so I feel like I can't go wrong with purple. Anyway, we used a lot this month. Let me kind of clean up what I have here, and then I will go over a few thoughts that I have, and then I will tell you my peak and my pet. Okay, so trying to think through these. Of all of the palettes that I used this month, which one gave me the most cohesive look? Which one did I like the formula of? Which one just brings me a lot of joy? Very easily, we'll go to Menagerie Flight Club. And I say this because A, we know I love this palette, but also after all of the work that it took me on my first look to create a similar look to what I have on today that I basically can get with one palette. I mean, today I added some extra stuff just because I could, but all of those different things that I had to use to create the same look I get from this palette made me realize even more how much I actually love this palette. And it's looking loved. I mean, I love it. So, Menagerie Flight Club for the peak. For my pit, if I use this palette again, and let's say a different way, this could easily end up being a peak in another month. But I'm going through and I'm looking at everything I used this month. And I think that if I'm being honest with myself, the palette that disappointed me the most is Juicy Olive. And I'll tell you why. Those two shades in here, Vodka Teeny and Dry Martini, they're the same shade. I'm going to swatch them for you. So there's this one here and this one down here. Okay. I don't understand. I don't understand having both of those in a 6 pan. I wouldn't understand both of those in a 20 pan. Like it's not necessary to have 2 pans of basically the same color. It's not even like if one was a shimmer, that would be totally different, but they're both mattes. I don't understand. And then the other reason that I'm giving this my pit is because my look did not wear well on me. Even though I did all of my same prep work that I do for every other eye, this creased really easily on me, and I'm not sure why. So this palette, I'm definitely going to bring it out and play with it more, because I know people love the Give Me Glow formula, and I love greens. I love dirty greens. I love the colors in here. But for this month, it was a won't. Like it really hurts my soul to say that, but it let me down this month. So anyway, those are my 6 eye looks. How do we feel about this format? Do you want me to swatch them out on my hand? Can you even see them? Is there a way that we could make this streamlined so that it's easier to watch, funner to watch? Do you not care about the swatches? Would you rather just see pictures and have me talk about it? Would you rather just see the swatches and not have me hold up the palettes and point to things? Like what do you want to see when we talk about these looks? Do you even care about the looks now that we've done this for a month? You tell me. I want your feedback, and I'm going to use that for next month, and eventually we will get this down to where it's comfortable for me to film and it's fun for you to watch. So we'll get there. Anyway, thank you so much for sticking around. If you made it to the very end, will you leave me a martini drink, a cocktail emoji? I think we need one. All right. Thank you so much for giving me some of your time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you're having a really good day or night, and I love you. Okay, bye. Oh my God, I have shit everywhere. Oh no, please come off. Please come off. Uh-oh, we're staining. Love that for me. Okay. Shit, we're making a mess. We're making a mess, girl. Can't have more. Oh shit, it's so good. Fuck. It's sucking out my battery.